And we're back with the LaSala Show, episode 77, February 7th, 2025. My guest today is Mr. Daniel Hayward. How say you, Dan?
I'm good. I'm good. What about you, man?
Well, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I am a Packers fan, so we're both feeling a little bit of pain, but not nearly as much as you, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't feel like it's got to be close to, especially because you've inflicted a lot of the pain over the last 10 years. You know what I mean? It's been like mostly you,
Well,
other than the 49ers recently. But
right. How old are you?
what's it? I'm 18.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so you weren't even around when the Cowboys were fucking my Packers with Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't have any memory of being like. So like all I know is despair, really.
Dude, I got like a calendar for like Christmas or something, and it was like every month had a different random NFL player. And I think like it was like March, and it was Emmitt Smith. And
It was a dome.
dude, it was right around the time that the Cowboys were just fucking us.
Yeah,
And Favre just for some reason couldn't win at Dallas Stadium, and I would set that picture of Emmitt Smith on fire inside of my house. That's how mad I was.
yeah. No, I see it now. What's it called? The Packers game when we were at 2016, we were supposed to win that shit.
Yeah.
And that last toe tap thing, I cried. Like I was like 12, 13, 12. That game had me to tears as a 12-year-old. Like that was because that was the year.
Do
You
you
know what I mean?
think Dez caught it?
Yes, I think that's caught it.
Uh, yeah.
I think if Worthy just caught it too, that makes a stronger case.
Well, Rogers still had 2 minutes and 16
Oh yeah,
seconds.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. But it definitely would have helped.
yeah, not
But
bad.
no, there still was a chance we could have lost that game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Sam Shields got boss hogged by Dez for sure.
Yeah.
But, the referees, say what you will. Um, Before we get to some sports gambling, which I thought you had to be 21 to do, but apparently you can be 18.
Yeah, well, I'm in Rhode Island. You can do like parlays.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay,
like I can't do like over under or anything like that, but I can do a D hop touchdown. I can do like something like that or
okay,
higher.
okay. So, all right, we'll get to that in a minute. First of all, I want to get to know you a little bit. I have some rapid fire questions for you,
All
just
right.
to get you pegged out. I want to see where your head's at. I mean, the Cowboys thing already a red flag, but
All right. All right.
we'll try to get you out of here. Um, what was your most irresponsible purchase in your young 18 years of life?
Most irresponsible purchase. I don't probably any gambling purchase I've made, if you want me to be 100% honest.
That is also mine. Every time you think you're gonna win big on something, you don't, and then every time you put just
Yeah,
like $1.25 on it, if you would have put 125 on it,
it
you'd
wouldn't
be
have.
a thousandaire.
Yeah, no, what's it called? My good story with that was like my first win this year. It was Comic-Con popping up, and I had no money, so I just threw 50 on the game, and it was the CJ Stroud. I forget it was a Thursday night. I forget who it was. Halloween actually. So it was Halloween night. That game won me $400. I was pretty happy with that. That was my first win.
Is that the one where you ran out of bounds, or no? They won that game.
I don't remember. Honestly, I think I lost that game because he barely got the yards. It was at the end, and it was a check down. And he like just got the yards, like because he had a discount too. It was 188. He got 191, and just like a because he was just chucking it up in the air, and then randomly would throw a check down, and it blessed me. I was like, please just throw the check down, and he threw it.
So that's what they call a bet ache. It's worse than a heartache.
Oh yeah, no, that was it was terrible.
When
But
it
it was
comes down to one fucking point, and it's just like, oh, they're gonna sub him out of the game.
oh no, yeah, no. My most devastating one was what's it called? I had a 12 leg setup, I, right? And I had Baker Mayfield to throw 2 touchdowns. He was the only one that didn't hit because they ran for 4 in that game. And their rushing game hadn't attacked that well that season, so I thought like Baker had to throw it the touchdowns, and they finally got 4, and I was that
Right.
one. That was for like 5K. That was it.
So gambling is your most irresponsible
Yeah.
waste of money. Um, let's set this up. How we met, which is basically you work with my uncle. Yes.
Well, I honestly I did I got fired yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, or like yeah, yesterday. But I just got a new job today, so
Well, there. All right.
but not because I really if they waited a day I would have left today and then I would not have that fire, which really got. But yeah, no. Got
Well, y'all at least got to meet. And
yeah.
what is your assessment on my uncle?
He was my favorite, like one of my favorite managers there. I was to call I told him goodbye when I was like and all that stuff. He was great.
Fucking right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and him used to have a podcast, and
Yeah, he told me about that.
yeah, I think I got a little too racy for his sensibility, which I understand. But
Yeah.
he told me you were an avid gambler and Cowboys fan, so I had to take him up
Yeah.
on the offer.
Yeah, well, what's it called? I mean, like, I be focused, like, I am a Cowboys fan, but I focus on it all. Like, I've got everything set down for me, and for season by season so far.
How do you feel about? Are you a Mavericks fan?
No, so honestly, only like for the most part, I'm a Boston fan. It's just Cowboys. I kind of strayed away from,
Wow, dude. So
and
you're
that's funny, right? Because it was in the middle of their prime. Like, I could have had the Patriots, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Like, my dad was a Tom Brady fan, but when he grew up, he was a Cowboys fan. So I just went with the Cowboys instead because I was like, I don't want to be like everybody else around me. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
right.
Kind of regret doing that now. Don't get me wrong, but I got to stick with it. I stick with it. Like what's it called? Every law I has to wear everything. Honestly, it's my
Well,
main.
look. I mean, look. I wear
Yeah,
my team on my sleeve.
yeah,
This
no,
ain't going nowhere, brother.
exactly.
Um,
It's devastating.
when I was growing up, the Saints were wearing, or their Saints fans were wearing bags over their heads, and I was like, I can't get behind this.
Yeah,
Like even as a child at 9 years old, I was like, who are these fucking losers wearing bags on their heads and still going to the game?
yeah. It's like you paid, and now you're just like, nah. You just yeah, it looks kind of goofy. It's like
But
you got to fully support. You know what I mean?
yeah, so in
Like
1993, Brett Favre threw a touchdown pass in the playoffs to Sterling Sharp, and at that moment, I was like, Packers. Also, I love their colors. And then I saw Reggie Miller push off on Michael Jordan, who is everyone's favorite player, and make a fucking dagger game winning three, even though they went on to lose the series. But I was like, he's just as skinny as me, and he has a crazy ass stupid shot. I'm a Pacers fan. And then I put the math together and I was like, oh, wait, Packers, Pacers, they're only one letter apart. Okay. So there you go.
yeah, well with my see, I don't watch too much basketball. I had like a year stint of Isaiah Thomas. He had me into basketball, but baseball was my main thing, and I'm not from a young. I was taught on like the Yankees suck, like hating on the Yankees, and like loving the Red Sox. That was taught on that. So I grew up for the most part Boston fan. I didn't get into football watching it till I was like 8 or 9, and it was actually my first Super Bowl I watched was a Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and like I was rooting for the Patriots. I was happy. I jumped up and down for that Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong, but that off season, I then switched to a Cowboys fan for the I was like I'm a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
I'm not a Patriots fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. Because like I would also collect cards, and like I set them up in like a order. It's like, you know what? And I changed the order, and I just switched it like from the Cowboys first. That's how I did. I just stuck with it.
Oh yeah, man. I I went to Paris when I was like 13, and I had a binder, and for some reason, a binder of fucking trading cards of football and basketball. And for some reason, I felt it was necessary to bring that with me. Like I was like, someone's gonna steal this if I don't bring it with me.
Well,
And
technically
then
good.
go figure, it gets stolen in Paris. So I
Well,
was
yeah.
like, "Ooh."
Honestly, I feel like traveling with it would probably get it more. I'm not gonna. You probably should have like locked it up, given it to like your a trusted person.
I had a goddamn Brett Favre Atlanta Falcons rookie card. Who
Now
knows how much that's worth these days?
that's kind of disgusting. Like, no,
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
terrible, man. I honestly, a lot of my cards I've lost, so I don't even know. I know a lot of them are kind of shitty though. I had a Troy Aikman signed thing though, and I don't know where it went, and I'm kind of sad about that one.
all right. Here's some more rapid questions, and you can say pass if you don't have a good enough answer. Um, do you say Mario Brothers or Mario Bros?
Oh, it depends the context.
Interesting.
It depends the context. I feel like sometimes I'll say like I feel yeah no I feel like sometimes I'll say Mario Brothers, but I think mainly I think Mario Bros. I think would be
Right, right.
my main go to is Mario Bros. But there's times where I may say Mario Brothers. Don't get me wrong. So
Okay, all right. Do you own an air fryer?
oh yeah,
Perfect, right?
yeah right. Well, mine broke for a while, so then I got two for Christmas. So then I got to pick two.
Jesus Christ.
One of them my dad just was getting rid of, and then another one was bought for me. So I gave one to my mom though.
Are you a single man?
I'm not. My girlfriend lives with me.
Oh,
She's
really?
in the other room. Yes.
Tell her to come in.
Hmm?
Tell her to come in.
I think she actually might have just come. Raisa, want to come here real quick?
I just have one question.
Got a question. Just come here. She's shy.
All right, she can stand out of the camera. It's
Okay.
fine. But what is the best thing that Daniel makes?
Cooks.
Wow, that's taking way too long, bro.
She didn't like my cooking, to be honest with you. She doesn't like steak. She doesn't like nothing like that for her.
Oh, salad type, huh?
She said
The way you
pasta.
season it is
The sauce. She likes the sauce I make.
All right. Hey, you got the sweet sauce, brother.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, thank you, Graceland. Is that her name?
good. Welcome, thank you.
Raisa. But it's uh,
It is interesting, finding the balance between your partner and your taste palette. Like, I think my girl's favorite thing to make is pasta because
yeah, pretty simple.
you can eat it for like 3 days in a row. You just have to keep heating it up, and
Yeah.
you got a crock pot, and I do the roast inside of it with carrots and all that. But I I don't know. It's way too uh easy to just drive through a fucking Whataburger or whatever they have up there and just grab
Yeah.
a burger.
I think we don't have a lot of those over here. Yeah.
So wait, you're in Rhode Island.
Yes.
What is the go-to burger spot?
Where I'm by, like if we're talking just like a fast food, they're probably just Five Guys near me right now.
That is like
Like,
the most expensive burger in the world.
yeah. It's a pretty good burger though.
It's worth it, and also they give you a lot of fries.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's worth it. I like it honestly. I haven't gone in a little bit, but I used to go. I was going weekly for a little bit, but then I kind of backed off. It is expensive.
Did you have a New Year's resolution? And if so, what was it?
No New Year's resolution. I've kind of just got goals set out through whatever. No
Yeah,
set
mine.
set those goals.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do that shit, and then I just made it really easy. Like, I'm gonna drink more water. You know, like how
Like,
hard is that?
for the most part, I kind of no, I don't really focus on setting the goal at like the first of the year. It's like
Right.
the goal's probably already set for like November. You know what I mean? Or I'm setting it for the set. Like I'm not. I'm waiting till the first. Kind of just seems like a
Yeah. Do it in
crazy thing.
fucking March or something, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. It's like it's like June. You're like New Year. I'm gonna do this. Just doing that.
So what did your parents do for a living growing up?
My mom is like a VA. Like talks to those people, and then my dad works with computers.
Wait, a VA. What
Like helps with helps with
oh,
like
vocabulary assistant?
no, helps veterans and like the
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I see she might be in a different position right now. She's going like all over the place, so I'm not 100%
All right.
help department or something.
Do you think you could fight your father?
Nah.
Really? He would beat you up?
I'm like 5'9", 5'10". He's like 6 foot, and he's not old. He's like 40 something.
Dude, I'm turning 40 next year. How dare you? I will
I said he's not old. I said he's not old.
I will fly up
Yo,
there and
I have a
kick
question.
your
I have
ass.
for you one question. How old is John?
That's to be determined.
Come on, please. That's the one question he would never answer, and I need to. I just need to. I need to know.
John Ace, if I had to guess.
You don't know Joe. You don't know your uncle in there. Age.
I do not. I barely know my mom or dad's age.
Ah,
I would say if I had to make the most honest guess, I would say uh 56.
okay. I wanted to know because like honestly, if he was in his 60s, I'd low key be impressed.
Right, right.
He'd be moving like especially at work. He moves. He there's no, but he also be stressing out. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I understand. It's
yeah.
a hectic job dealing with a bunch of hussies coming in,
Oh yeah. Those people. Kind of. I'm happy I'm gone to be honest.
Well, I recently quit my job too,
Well,
because I was promised more hours and a raise, and that was like 6 months ago, and nothing happened. So I went on Facebook and I said, "Don't eat at Cafe Cottage because their whole kitchen is infested with roaches," and that got me kind of fired.
well,
So it was a quit fire, It was
yeah.
like, you can't fire me because I quit. But it
That's
was it was a piece of shit job anyway, and
yeah.
I hope it burns down tonight.
Yeah, I was trying to go up I was trying to go up. They wouldn't let me go up at all. Dude. I was trying to get out. Anyway, I had to set up before I got fired.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a backup plan, and
Well, like I was I was I was setting it up before I got fired. They needed me, yeah, but they needed me pretty bad, so it worked out for me.
all
It's also
right.
closer because I used Ubers are like $150 a week for me, and now I don't have to pay any Ubers.
Holy shit, yeah, dude. Like I've Ubered people from like across town, and it's like $15 for them. That's like a whole hour, if they're lucky, of work for them
Exactly.
just to get there. You know?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So 2 hours my work wouldn't even. When I had to go in to get fired, I had to pay twice.
Yeah, fuck that. All right, well, we're both moving onward and upwards, sir, and I'm glad for it. Um, when was the last time you went to the DMV? Do you own
When
a car?
No, but when I got my ID like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
All right. What's the drinking situation? How do you get booze?
I don't drink.
A smart answer. I like that. Do you shower at night or in the morning, or is it just a random free for all?
Mainly nighttime. Nighttime's my. I don't know. I like to blast the music and kind of just chill in there. So I can't really do that at 6 in the morning, but I can do it at 6 at night, 7 at night.
So you're talking about masturbating.
No, talking about music.
All right. When was the last time you changed the pillowcase on your pillow?
Probably last week.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, my girlfriend, we keep them
All right.
for a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Do you pronounce it Jews or juice when referring to the you know, those people?
Jews. This is a lineup of questions, man. I'm not gonna lie. What kind of? I don't really know what I'm supposed to.
Trying to keep you on your toes there, Daniel. What was the weirdest miracle, like home, like hey, just take some more Robitussin, or like if you had like a scrape or something, or home remedy kind of thing.
Like, what do you mean? One more time. Sorry.
Like growing up, like oh, if you have a rash, just put some onion on it, or
I don't know. Maybe like baby powder or something. Yeah,
okay.
that would be my.
Do you think that COVID changed you at all?
Yes,
In what way?
I think it kind of made me a little bit more lazy for a little bit.
Very similar. Um, do you think that Trump is going to be a great president? His second time around.
I don't know. No comment.
It's a fair thing to say. Um, have you ever been pulled over?
No, I don't have my license.
Right, I forgot you're a
I
baby.
could have had it. I just haven't gotten it yet.
Dude,
I gotta hurry. I know. Yeah, yeah. Then tell me what I'm gonna hear from everybody else. I got you. Move on. I got you. I got you. No, I'm playing, but no. I need it. I agree.
last weird question. Have you ever been to a sleepover like back in the day, like I mean, probably fucking 10 years ago, when you're having a sleepover at your friend's house and the parents are acting a little weird? Like, hey, y'all can drink, y'all just can't drive, or something like that.
No. Not that I don't think so. No.
So you hang out with a bunch of dorks.
I guess that's so.
All right, I get it. You're not trying to get fired. It's fine. All right, let's see here. Going back to sports, do you have any best bets coming up?
Like locks for this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, over on Saquon's anything pretty good, but I've got his line for 23 and a half, like longest rush.
Okay.
And I also think D Hop catches a touchdown in this game for sure.
Really? I
Yeah.
like that. I
Well,
like
he's
that.
a red zone guy, and I don't see he's wanted to be in the Super Bowl. That's been his main thing. I think he's gonna want to come through for his team, and I think they're gonna let him.
Yeah, I think Andy Reid draws something up for him. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like no, I think it'll be. I mean, realistically, from what because I was looking at everything, like Eagles are kind of set to be the better team, in kind of because like in a lot of ways actually, especially in the postseason so far,
Right.
being and it really depends because if they shut down if they can get out Saquon, I think that's the only way they'll win this game, which is basically every game. Don't get me wrong, but like I mean, he's got a good chance to go for 160 just based off of how they played against the run so far.
I'm looking at DeAndre Hopkins anytime touchdown plus 600.
It was a pretty nice line when it's pretty high,
That's
but
not bad at all.
I'm pretty high on it. Don't get me wrong. And then
Oh,
Mahomes rushing yards because he always goes for like a good rushing plays during these times. Like he'll always make those plays running out.
yeah, I have Mahomes over 5.5 rushing attempts because
Yeah,
you can always count the kneels if
yeah, that too.
if
And
that comes into play.
yeah, I mean he had 11 last week,
Right.
so he likes to rush, especially if the rushing game hasn't been good going against a team like the Eagles when it comes to their rush game.
Now, as a Cowboys fan, who do you want to lose more? Because I
Oh, the Eagles.
know,
That's kind of
okay,
what. That's kind of why I also think that's kind of why I'm rooting for the Chiefs. Don't get me wrong. Like I know I'm slightly biased when it comes down to my selection, but I can't not. I'm not.
yeah,
You'll never in my life be like see me be like the Eagles are gonna win the Super Bowl. Like that's.
yeah,
I think I'm gonna stick, and it's Mahomes too. So he could also break what the averages are for him because we've also seen his average go high. Like it just.
I
Yeah.
I am still sour about the Packers and Eagles game.
Oh man, I actually thought you guys were gonna win. I thought Jordan. I was pretty high. I was rooting for Jordan Love, even though I kind of hate Jordan Love. But I was like, Jordan Love's got this because like you cooked us. Like I was like,
Oh, you're just mad about last year.
oh yeah, always. But like I was like part of the reason I was like, all right, but at least I thought I was like, all right, he's gonna beat us, beat the Eagles too. Like, didn't happen.
Well, the first fucking play of the game, Oren Burks, a former Green Bay Packer, lays a helmet to helmet hit on Keyshawn Nixon, which causes him to fumble,
Oh yeah,
which should have been a foul or a penalty, rather. I'm sorry, I'm in basketball mode now. And then Keyshawn Nixon recovers his own fumble with his ass to the turf, and they still give it to the Eagles. Like
yeah,
that changed the whole trajectory of
yeah.
the fucking game, dude.
But yeah, I do agree. But like Jordan Love wasn't really there. Like when I was watching that, he wasn't really there in that first half at least. And like he had his stats came out a little bit better. But from what I remember watching that game, he was not hitting passes. I don't know if he was injured or something like that. Like I didn't really, but he was not hitting the passes he should have hit. And his receivers weren't catching ball like just was not there all around offensively. It's pretty bad. It's just Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, that's all we had. And
Yeah.
Jacobs is making the rounds on
Yeah, and then he
Radio
got injured.
Row.
Then he got injured in like the third, and then after that, it was like, all right, they're definitely not winning this because nobody else is making a play for you right
Yeah,
now.
I
The
get it.
most heartbreaking one for me was Vikings. It was week 14. Nobody was speaking about them. I was like, bro, these people are like they're 12-2 or like 12-1. What's it called? And nobody's talking about them. This team is going to the Super Bowl, and then they choked so hard, and I was. And if I could have bet on, if I was allowed to bet on stuff like that, I would have bet on the Vikings to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, so I thought the Vikings were gonna be like 6-11
Oh
or
yeah, exactly. Especially with
before the
Sam
season
Darnold.
started.
Yeah.
And I was pissed off that my homie Aaron Jones took $1 million extra just to go to Minnesota.
I mean that's what Saquon did to.
Yeah, same thing. But where did
I mean, you guys got Josh Jacobs too. I mean, you guys dropped Aaron Jones.
it's more like we gave him one too many lowball offers or hometown discount offers
You
to
guys had the
where,
running back duo for about 30 seconds though.
oh yeah, but also Marshawn Lloyd. Hey, next year it's gonna be lightning and fire or thunder and
Oh,
lightning or
I'm hoping.
whatever.
I'm honestly. It looks like we're building for Ashton Genty, where because Schottenheimer likes to run O-line coach with the Cardinals and had him going pretty well. It
Yeah, I
could
was about
be.
to say we have that shared interest with Mike McCarthy. How did you feel about him
I
as a
hate
head
it.
coach?
I hated the second we signed him. I was at the second we. I knew the second we signed him. I knew about him on the Packers. I was aware on why he was pushed out of the Packers room. I was like, Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, from what I know, I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers didn't even want the guy, and I know Aaron Rodgers now is a lot more kind of, but I don't feel like he was before. Like he was as like trying to take control. He was just like he didn't even like that guy.
Yeah,
Like he was not good. Like and I knew his play, his what's it called, time management. Oh man, that time management gets me heated. There's nothing worse than seeing us do some not do. Oh Jesus Christ! Sorry,
what's worse?
do some stupid.
What's worse, him or the ginger?
Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy is worse, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I have more fun. I guess I also have just more fond memories of Jason Garrett because, like, 2016, like that great season, all that stuff. At least there was, but I guess I don't know.
The
It's
clapper,
pretty even.
you
That one's
know?
pretty rough. That one's a pretty rough question. I'm not gonna lie.
But don't you feel like Jerry Jones is always going to be the head coach?
Yeah, he'll always be that GM. But uh, right now, honestly, I have to wait. Okay, because as much as I don't like the Schottenheimer pickup, I haven't seen him. And I know he's been a coordinator for 20 years, but based off of maybe what he wants to do with the team, because I mean, we used to be a run heavy team, right? His head dad was a coach, or like so it's like there's a chance for him. I'm not gonna count him out completely. I'm not gonna have a little bit of hope. I'm a Cowboys fan. I gotta be delusional slightly, but you know, if we do get Ashton Genty and Dak Prescott go back and take away the picks a little bit. Like he took him away, but then he brought him back this season before he got injured. So it was
I mean, how do you sign Ezekiel Elliott and not sign Derrick Henry?
don't. That's a depressing question to ask, man. We could have done so much. I'm if we can get Ashton, so maybe it's because. And right now, that's kind of just the hope. I gotta pray we do something because running it through, like making Dak the main guy, isn't working. In my personal opinion, like you gotta have. He was at his best when Zeke was at his best. So if you've got a running game, he can be at his best. Like when it comes to accuracy wise and doing what he's got to do.
I mean, y'all were without Diggs in the secondary for a while, right? This whole
Well,
season.
we were without Deron Bland. When Deron Bland came back at the end of the season, and that's when we started. We won like 3 games that we shouldn't have won, like 2 games we just shouldn't have won. And when he came back, like there was that game was it Tampa? I think it might have been Tampa where he stripped Bucky at the end and we won and we should not have won that game.
Right.
It was a terrible game. Like I don't know, but yeah, no, that was a crazy game actually.
All
Like
right. So, okay. Where do y'all stand draft wise? And
it's the 12th overall.
so you think Genty for sure?
And a lot of the mock drafts. I mean, if he doesn't make it, he doesn't make it. Like then we'll focus on what we got to focus on. But I think we're going in with the expectation Genty makes it back to 12, or we maybe trade up to not like a little bit higher, but we shouldn't need to go into the top 10. I don't think a lot of people would do that with the running back.
Right. I think the running back position is having a resurgence
Yeah,
now.
that is true with Saquon, Derrick Henry, Bijan. Like,
Josh Jacobs, hello.
oh yeah, Josh Gibbs, Jameer Gibbs. Let's not forget about Jameer Gibbs. He's in that division too. Like all those people are definitely key parts to the team being so successful. Like
Yeah,
having those, especially with the pass catcher ones, like those guys are a lot more.
yeah, they're a dime a dozen. You can find them anywhere, and that's what they used to say about running backs. Like, oh, you just get a 6th-round running back, and
Yeah, but so, like a lot of them are trying to prove like you need some skill to do. Like vision is important. Like a lot of that stuff is like that's why I feel like that's why I feel like Gibbs works more than Swift did when it came to that Lions offense. Because
right.
Gibbs' vision is far better than Swift's was. Like,
Yeah, I hope both teams lose, and
I was
they just tie it at 59, and the ref just come on and it's like, all right, this has been the Super Bowl.
yeah, if only. Now
It's
it'll
like
go for as many quarters.
everyone get home safe. I just I can't pick a winner for this game. I can only do prop bets. Um, I'm actually going with Saquon Barkley to not score a touchdown. I'm putting 10,000 on that.
You're putting like $10,000.
Well, that means
Oh, oh, you're okay. I was like, oh,
$10.
I didn't know if you were that high stakes. I was like, I would not put 10,000 on no. I understand like maybe it looks appealing because but nah, I've got him going for two.
Okay. All right.
I've got because I've got D Hop going for two.
Damn. Okay, that's a spicy one.
Well, yeah, I got both early. They're gonna get one, and I think both in the fourth quarter we're gonna get one. That's how
Shit. So you're taking quarters and shit. Okay, hold on. Let me pull my shit up because I got like 21 bets, but they're all really small and but they
I've
kick
got two
out.
bets right now just because money a little bit, but
Dude, Carson Steele anytime touchdown. I put 50 cents to win $45.
so you just be throwing things out into random things because they could
Yeah.
win decent amount. I don't do that. I'll throw in like if I'm gonna put in, I'll put in like 10, but I'll make it like I'll make it like a 4-leg or a 5-leg. I really believe it. So because
Right.
like the one I got D Hop touchdown, like I said, and then I've got that Mahomes yards. I've got Kelsey over in yards too, 60.5. I think it's too big of a game for Kelsey not to be involved.
All right, do the fucking squares. It was very nice meeting you. Perhaps we should start our own podcast. Yes or yes?
Maybe, man.
Let's fucking do it. Good luck to your bets. Our time is running out. They're gonna cut us because Zoom is a bastard. But very nice meeting you, and good luck to your bets.
Thank you, man.
And until next time, don't die.
All right. Stay safe, man.
Cheers, brother.